only hold you. I had a in my shoulder. You got a vision. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man. Who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag. Do about tag on. I got it in the bag, man. I'm getting all type of cash. I'm a general true.
Track how G go too fast. I don't need wear no seatbelt. Bad look, got no upgrade. Now she got. How about the range on? Who is the baby? He going in. Man, these old rappers getting boring. They be taking shots, I ignore them. Send them to the hood while I'm touring. Making plays out of town like I'm Jordan. Need to go get your. Walk on my way, I'ma score it. Lamborghini, I don't want no Porsche. I'm on fire, don't touch me, I'm tortured. Had the fish on my teeth, I went portrait. Put the ton on my back, I'm a horse. One more year, I'ma make it a Forbes. They load me in the bay like he 40. I be sitting inside of the Moreland. Ain't no strings attached, keeping it cordless. Calling, but I keep ignoring it. Ain't no stopping, I'm keeping it foreign. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go.
I spent the whole M on some clothes. Got up on this, I sold out the show. Gonna like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that white on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Then I got kinda with you. All of these my body, I got paid somebody keep checking my pose. Walking in club with no warning, take care of the money. They swing on the. Water on me like the sunny, I shine when it's sunny. This platinum and rose. Gonna out the street when I go to DC, I'ma see the mall.
Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong.
Coach, thank you. We are over 4,000 miles away from where you're seated in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England, and Wembley Stadium. I'll tell you, you wouldn't think 30,000 people could make this noise. That's half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but this is no normal crowd. They are ready to go as their Chargers get set to match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. And look at this, right away a loose football. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Wesley Woodyard coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Off the play fake. Here's Taylor. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pre-game. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Gordon on first down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Taylor. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Virgil Green, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Sturgis for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Let's go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. 3rd down here.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2. Remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Let's go.
Third and long here for Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers getting set to go. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
Gets it to Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jurrell Casey in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On second down, Taylor. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action with Taylor. And he's got the open man. It's Allen on the comebacker. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. To punt it away on fourth down, here's Drew Kaiser. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. Right? In baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. A second down throw here for Mariota. Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the... So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 47. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Second down, Mariota. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he's brought down. Mariota to Sharp that time for a Titan first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show pattern.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he hits the running back, Dion Lewis. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down. Taylor will throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's third down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Taylor. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Brian Orakpo coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. A minute 52 left to play in this second quarter. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
They'll start things on the first down with Dion Lewis. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
From the gun, Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Mariota. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Back to it after the pick 6. Mariota. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Mariota now from the 50. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. The Titans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Suckup will put this one right through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half, it's Taylor. He's airing it out for Williams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Where are they, team? Flag it up!
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returning, it's Benjamin. Whoosh. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now.
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. C.J. Wilson able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Taylor. And right side, Hitler's got it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now Taylor on first down. Got his man. It's Williams. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw is Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Orakpo in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. On 1st and 10, Gabbert. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Black 22!
Second down, Gabbert. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
On 3rd down, Gabbert. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. A very solid gain of 27. First down throw for Gabbert. Left side caught by Matthews. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And picked up by the Chargers. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
He'll buy some time right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Final minute now of the third quarter. On second down, Taylor. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jurrell Casey in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. Fourth down. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, I just kept using it.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On second down, Gabbard again. Buying time to his left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time as... The Titans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Gabbard. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they'll pitch it out. This is good. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Chargers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
First down, Gabbert. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Gabbert to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Legion in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On third down, it's Lewis. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Taylor now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Williams loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Gabbert now after the fumble recovery. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. Going underneath for Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now they'll run with Lewis. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. On the run, this is Jackson. And he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Daquan Jones in on the there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. The Chargers on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is third down and 12. On the counter, here's Gordon. Able to spin free. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Third and long, it's Taylor. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.